There we go. Oh, what is happening, y'all? So, I don't know that you're going to be able to hear me over the truck. So, we'll just see how it goes when we get in there. But, down for the night. This is our slat mover. And, that right there, that's going to be hard to show you with one hand, but I'm going to try. See, that's the different size right there, bracket. This contraption my uncle's built, my great uncle, and it started out with a hay truck, an old 60s model Chevrolet hay truck. That's the frame, the back axles. These are the slats. Let me see if I can cut a light on. There we go. Alright. These are the slats. So, you see they're sitting like this, and they're sitting on concrete runners on the front in my house. And then they got slots where they slide into the wall back yonder. We don't. So we go in with the skid steer and dump the chicken hock in, and then they come in with a great big old tractor and put it in the split trucks and put it on the pastures. This machine, see these big wooden slats, they'd be held to move by hand. You see how big they are. And like I said, we'll come over it for a hood. There's a electric pump there on it. Got it all set up right now. But it's got the regular transmission. It's got a push button start. It's got a regular transmission, but then it's got another transmission that was like, hey Z-Talk. Hey Z-Talk, what's up? I'm sorry, I'm having connection problems inside. The forward, reverse, the steering and everything's hydraulic. Boom, hydraulic. The cable's hydraulic. It's nifty. It's really cool. I've also got some videos on my channel already on my YouTube where you can see me driving it and operating it. But what about a goon? Alright, so we're gonna take off in the little truck. And I don't know how much racket it's going to make, so if it's too loud, I'll start talking again when we get back. But Adam G. Short said hi. Hound Love said hi. Ganlow25 said something about a goon donating. I don't want no goon money. Z-Talk says hi. And Hound Love, what's your question, buddy? And I'm waiting for Hound Love's question. But this pretty much, we're just going to take a quick ride to kind of get me in the zone. I just pretty much got done working for the day and smoked. And smoked me a cigarette, I mean. And I got to go to the house. But this is kind of my little way of relaxing whenever I get done for the day. I just take a lap or two around the farm and take stuff in and think, Oh. But I hope everyone's having a good night. Let's see what the chat says. Yeah, it's not too loud, actually. Hound Love lives in Illinois. Hi, Trex 88. Do I have a gun? I have a pellet gun to shoot rats and stuff with around the farm. Did I fight in World War I? I did not. But I think we're in World War III right now. Maybe even IV. Who knows? I can't go out the other end right now. It's got four-wheel drive, but I need some new tires for it. So right now it's doing a spin on wet grass. But we had a ridiculous storm the last couple of days. Last night it was hailing. I love this little truck. I hate that they're not street legal anymore. See, the law around here was that you were using it for farm work, if it was a farm vehicle, you could drive it within 7 miles of your farm. So, like if I wanted to ride from the house to the farm, I could do that, and I mean, it's just a mile up the road, and it would be legal. But some idiot was just goofing off in the middle of the road a few years ago and got in a wreck, got hit, and I reckon it messed him up pretty bad. So they changed the law that you can't even have them on the road at all now. Every once in a while I'll ride it out to the end of the dirt road and back. I mean, everybody around here, it's a really, really small area, and we all know each other. So nobody's gonna call in on you, but I usually don't take it off the dirt road. It's not worth the hassle, man. Cops around here are assholes. That's part of what we're gonna talk about on the Pill stream tonight. Talk about my current situation, having to deal with those assholes. We're right out to the other end of this chicken house, and I'll hop out and start showing y'all some of what we did today. We're gonna get this thing out in the daytime. I've got a camera with a tripod, and we got some trails and stuff we'll go down. I think I've got a dash cam too. I've got to see if it still works. But my buddy's got a badass dune buggy too. I've got a few videos from the dune buggy rides we've took on my YouTube too, I think. We just got 2 golf carts from my uncle. We're getting them set up and ready to go. Dad's got some tractor tire looking tires we're about to put on this thing. And we've got tire chains for it too. Can everybody hear me over the truck? I think the truck's quiet enough to where y'all should be able to hear me fine. I don't know where I left my Red Bull. Let me share this on old Twitter real quick. Got it shared on the old Twitter. I share it everywhere else real quick. And if y'all in, hit that thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let's see here. Sorry y'all, I don't know what it's doing. Y'all there? Am I up? Is there anybody out there? It says I got 2 viewers. I'm sorry, I hadn't used the YouTube live. Alright, we should be live now. Cool. Alright, so let me cut the lights off on the little truck and all the windows up, or I'll forget. And I'll have a dead battery. That ain't no fun, y'all, when you need it. Alright. So, we don't have chickens. We went over that. What we've been doing today, I should have took before pictures because it was ridiculous. But all of this was just piled with junk and stuff. We had to get everything out of the way for them to come in and catch chickens, And Dad's golf cart was sitting right here and had been tore up for months and months and months. Actually, no, it'd been probably two and a half years. And I mean, none of us know how to work on golf carts. And when my buddy started helping us here recently, and he's a whiz with any kind of mechanical work, if he don't know how to do it, it don't take him just a few minutes to figure it out. But we got, you can't see it too good, my phone light's not worth crap, but got all that cleaned up. We just got that tin I got to move tomorrow, and I think the guys will come pick up my heater. and got all of this cleaned up. We just got to come in with a tractor and get the pallet tomorrow, and I'll have room to park my little truck down there, and he can park both the golf carts right here and have room. So it's looking good. It's looking good. We had the skid steer, the turbo went out on it first thing this morning. And we're not going to be able to get one till Monday. But my brother and my dad are going to go ahead and break it down tomorrow and have everything ready so that all they have to do is get the new part, you know, and put it in. That's where we're at with that. Let's see where I laid my darn Red Bull down. That ain't good, y'all. Because I very well found it. Ha! That's a full one too. You know, them things is too expensive to be losing. But they're gonna break the skid steer down in the morning. One of the other tractors is tore up, and there was something else I had to have parts. I know there's like 3 pieces of equipment down, and I mean I just got home yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday, and it was fairly late in the evening when I got home, so I didn't know what I was going on till this morning, and we got rat bait put out. I got all that cleaning up done and got all the stuff cleaned up around the chicken houses. So, I mean, we put a dent in it, but it kind of has us down till Monday. So tomorrow, I could take off tomorrow anyway, but I figured if I was going to take off tomorrow, I needed to at least try to have all the cleanup crap done and just a little piddling, you know, odds and ends. Instead of putting it all off, I can get it all done now. And when we get the chicken houses cleaned out, I might actually have a week or 2 off, which would be nice. I mean, I've been working 7 days a week for a good year. I got like 2 days off here recently, and then I got the last week and a half off. Most of y'all know what's going on with that. But it's been a good day. I mean, I a whole lot rather do that kind of work than picking up eggs, because the picking up eggs, you're just standing in one spot all day. I'll show you right here. The tables are up in the air because whenever you raise the nests, but eggs, that table right there would be sitting right here on the floor. You're pretty much just standing there at the table all day. There's a table on this side. Hey, Adventurous Con Leslie, hope you're having a good night. And see, there's a table here, and they're connected to these nests. So normally the nest will be sitting right here on the slats, and the chicken will get in the nest and lay an egg, sitting onto the belt. So you're standing here in front of this egg table all day, picking up eggs. And you talking about killing your neck and killing your back, it gets to you after a while, 7 days a week. But now that we don't have chickens, we're in the clean out phase. There's more physical work to do, like you're more active, so it's a lot more comfortable. I mean, it's like, I like to be moving around. I don't like just sitting in one spot or standing in one spot. I get stove up, you know what I mean? These right here are what they call cool cells. And you can see they're cardboard, like little cardboard waves. And water will come through this pipe. And there's little bitty holes, like 2-3 inches apart, you know, all the way down through here. And the water will wet these right here. So you've got 8 massive fans at the other end of this chicken house. The chicken house is, I don't remember how many feet. Now it's huge. We'll walk to the other end of it in just a second. But the water will trickle down these things right here. And if you look in this little door right here, and we're about to. You see there's curtains. You can adjust the height of the curtain, and that will adjust how much air is being pulled through right here in this little breezeway. Like I said, there's 8 giant fans at the other end of the chicken house. So those fans are pulling air through these cool cells and, through this area right here. And you adjust the curtain where you want it to adjust how much of that cool air is coming through. And just using the water and the fans, you can have the chicken house cooled back down to, 65 degrees on a day where it's like 80 degrees outside. Well, probably 70 degrees at least. Like, it makes a big difference just from that cool water in the fans. It's really interesting stuff. Like, there's a lot more that goes into chicken farming than people realize. Like, they literally got it down to a science. The lights are on clocks. They come on at 4 o'clock in the morning, and the feeders come on. It's all automated. Like, we set the amount of feed, like the weight of the feed that we're putting in, and the next morning, whatever time we've got it set for, we've usually got it set about 15 to 30 minutes before the lights come on, because that is, looking for my cat, I ain't seen it, but that is enough time to where the chain has time to pull the feed all the way around the chicken house before the lights even come on. That way, as soon as the lights come on and the chickens see the feeders, they go straight to the feed. And it's already in the pan waiting on them. So chickens are like intense creatures of habit, and like anything that throws off their routine, it can majorly affect your egg count and your egg production. And that's what we get paid based off of, is egg production. So we don't want that. But these are the feed bins here, the feed silos. You'll see them in a second. I didn't realize how dim this light was. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So these are the big feed bins. This one is for the rooster feed. It's a small bin. The next bin is about the same size, and this is what we call the weigh bin. So these two massive feed bins, you can see they're like double the size of these other ones. Way on up there, you barely see the top of it. All right. There's 2 of those, and both of those are for hen feed. And you can see the pipe goes under. There's an auger in that pipe. Goes up and into that weigh bin. So what you do, this is your scale box. You set your weight right here. The amount that you're going to be feeding the next day. Set it with this little thing here. Let's say you're supposed to feed 3,400. You get it dialed in to 3,400, and you hit that green button right there, and the weigh bin is sitting on like a little scale right here. So whenever you set the weight on this, you can see that right there is the scale. It comes to the scale box, so that when it hits that weight, it throws the switch, and it pulls up on that, and it stops running. Then the next morning when the feeders come on, it will just run out, the feed that is in the weigh bin, and that'll be it. Oh man. All right. So that is what that is. That's how that works. I figured it's probably going to be too late to see many people on here tonight. I really didn't do much advertising or anything. It just kind of... I stayed over here later than I'd planned because he said that, I was taking tomorrow off anyway, and I was like, damn, I need to get as much done as I can tonight, like, I'm the type of person, even if I'm supposed to have the day off, if I know that there was stuff that I could have been getting done, it would eat me up all day. So I figured I'd just do a little bit extra tonight, and that way tomorrow I can take the day off and not feel bad about it. And I'm probably going to try to do some streams. I got a few shows lined up that I've already got the notes for and everything. So let me share this to Twitter, see if I can get some people listening. Dipping out here. I'm about to see any of them. I need to find a good light first, because this light ain't worth the crap. Oh, yep, there's a decent one. All right. We definitely have the coyotes around here. And that is not a good thing. Let me light a cigarette. I'm gonna grab me a long sleeve shirt too, because it is a mite chilly. Well, see if I can find my lighter now. Can't have nothing nice. I don't know what it is, we just can't have nice things. For whatever reason. Well, I had a lighter at one point, y'all. There it is. Left it in the darn truck. What? Alright. Grab me a long sleeve. Alright. We're gonna go see if we can see some coyotes. Let me put my shirt on. Let me put my shirt on. Oh man. Oh man. So luckily, only thing that come out of me having to go sit in jail so far is I'm gonna have to take a DUI class, which whenever, even if I'm able to afford an attorney and we fight this, it would still look good on me that I went ahead and took the class anyway. So it really wasn't really an issue. And the way they talk, if I'm able to get an attorney hired and I can get this beat, that's gonna look good on my record anyway. But I don't know. I'm hoping that there's a lawsuit come out of it, because I've had quite a few people tell me that my rights were violated in that situation. So I don't know though. I am going to try to put my phone in my pocket and see if I keep going. Do 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 do. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. We can't have coyotes getting after the cows. They used to offer rewards for coyotes. Like if you killed them, you could take them to the DNR and get money out of it. But I don't reckon they do that anymore. There was a boy that come by here a while back. I reckon he lives up the road, and mentioned to Dad about doing some coyote hunting, because you can hear them. They go to yipping, and you know, most of us around here have cows and farm animals and stuff, so we really don't need that around here. I'll tell you something I learned back when we used to coon hunt. You can hold a flashlight up to your eyes, and then whenever you catch the eyes of something else, it shines right back at you. That's how you spot rabbits and coons, all kinds of stuff. And it works. They ain't a yipping now. Maybe they went on. But I reckon we better shut down for the night. I figured that my phone flashlight would work a lot better on a live than it is. And I don't know, part of it might be the YouTube app, because it usually picks up better. But either way, we'll probably come back over tomorrow at some point, and I'll show y'all what I got done. But I think right now I'm just going to go ahead and close everything up and go home and eat a bite, and then we'll go to Piddlin and do our Piddlin live there. Oh yeah, this was the other thing I was going to show you. The live will work. This we'll look at it tomorrow in the day too. Let me set this down. This right here, you probably will never see another one like this, because they built put a custom bucket and everything on it. Like I said, I don't know if the light's going to pick it up. I may have to come back tomorrow and show you. But these right here are usually designed with forks on them, and they use them like for big pallets, big boxes and stuff. This big piece of equipment here, and they put they customized the bucket and made it bigger. You can see right here where they welded all of this on extra to give it a deeper bucket. And they did this just to haul chicken duty. I mean, you see how big this bucket is. It's massive. And they built the bracket, they built all of it. But when you need something, there's a will, there's a way. That was a bad mamma jamma right there, though. Alright, y'all, it's been 30 minutes. So, I reckon I'm going to shut down and head to the house and eat me a bite. And when I get done eating, I'll pop up on Piddlin. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all shortly.